In this example, we're going to be adding and subtracting polynomials. So if you look at part A, well, the directions say to perform the indicated operation and simplify. So for part A here, we're just adding two polynomials together. When you add them together, all you do is combine like terms. So if you see these 2x squared terms we've got 2x squared plus a negative 5x squared. So if we add those together, we're going to get a negative 3x squared. Alright, combining those like terms, let's look at the x terms. Got a positive 4x, and I want to add a negative 4x. That'll give me a positive 3x. And then the constant terms, let's put boxes around those. Negative 3, remember that sign in front goes with the term. So negative 3 plus 7 gives me a positive 4. So you can see the answer for part A, negative 3x squared plus 3x plus 4. Alright, for part B, this is a subtraction. And what you do for a subtraction is you have to distribute that negative or the subtraction through this entire second polynomial. So I'm going to rewrite it. That first polynomial you keep exactly the same, plus 5x plus 6. Okay, now if I'm subtracting a negative 2x squared, when you subtract a negative, it's like adding 2x squared. Same with that next term, minus a negative 10x is plus 10x. And when you subtract, if you subtract a negative 15, it's like adding 15. Okay, so now what I need to do is combine these like terms. If you look at the 2x squared terms, negative 3x squared plus 2x squared leaves me a negative 1x squared, which you don't write the 1 there, just a negative x squared. Alright, let's look at the x terms. There's 5x plus 10x gives me plus 15x. And the two constants, 6 plus 15 gives me a positive 21. Alright, all of this is the answer for part B. There we had to subtract. Alright, watch part C. We're actually adding the first two and subtracting the last one. So I am going to rewrite this. I'll write it right underneath. X minus 4 plus plus a negative 8x. I could have said subtract. Let me erase that. Yeah, if we're adding a negative, that's like subtracting. So instead of plus a negative, I'm going to say minus 8x. And if I'm adding a negative 1, it's minus 1. Now with this subtraction, you want to distribute that negative through that last polynomial. So it's going to be minus 2x squared minus 3x minus 3. Alright, now that we have all that done, we want to go ahead and combine the like terms, and let's put it in descending order. So let's start with their x squared term. There's only one, and that's negative 2x squared. Alright, let's find all these x terms. We'll highlight them. Here's an x out front, a negative 8x, and a negative 3x. So if we combine all those together, we'll have, what, negative 10x. Alright, and let's highlight those constants in blue. We've got a negative 4, a negative 1, and a negative 3. Alright, so all those constants together, what's that make? Negative 8. Alright, good. Now, all of this is the answer for part C there, where we had to add the first two and subtract the last one. Now, part D, I'm just going to rewrite it, and I have to distribute these negatives because both of these are subtraction. Alright, so we'll rewrite the first one, 6x squared minus 3x minus 7. Subtracting a negative 5x squared is plus 5x squared. Then I will have a plus 4x and a minus 1. Then for the last one, I'll have plus 2x squared minus x minus 8. Alright, the x squared terms are here. If I add all those together, 11, 12, 13 of them, 13x squared. Let's look at our x terms. I'll circle those. There's one here and one here. Alright, those cancel out. A negative 3x plus 4x gives me x minus x. Alright, my x terms canceled out. And let's do the constants, and we'll be all set. Alright, a negative 7 minus 1 is a negative 8. Minus 8 more is a negative 16. Okay, this is our answer for the last one. Just remember, whenever you're adding or subtracting polynomials, if you're adding them, just combine your like terms. If you're subtracting, you have to distribute the negative through that second polynomial and then combine like terms.